Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all appropriate supervised ages, outside of the dilapidated castle of Grayskull and from the very nice, very evil Snake Mountain in the hobo jungle, I give you another Reno McDallas review. Don't ask me what that voice was. I don't know. Hey, you guys remember that time that I was really into Danhausen? I still am, but I just haven't had any Danhausen figures in a while, so we haven't had anything Danhausen, but I really want to do Danhausen stuff because Danhausen is cool, and I love that Danhausen. And anyway, he's a real nice guy. And that's why I bought the 1 of 5,000 special edition Danhausens. Now, if you don't realize what is about to happen, I'm about to open this and make all of those other ones more valuable because I'm going to no longer allow this to be mint in package. I don't know why they call it mint in package. I haven't had any mints in any of these. Actually, true story, not about action figures. We got in a shipment of stuff at when I worked at Circuit City from China, and it had a weird Chinese candy in it. And everyone's like, dared to eat it because none of us could read Mandarin, right, or whatever. Is it Mandarin? I don't know. I don't know if there's different style of writing or whatever, but I couldn't read the language, and I put it in my mouth because that's how I roll. And guess what? It tasted like pee-pee. Ooh, oh, very slick, very nice. Oh man, that's a good looking Danhausen. I like that. I've got that other one over there, you guys know, over there, and I also use the one where he is in the his black tunic. Would you consider that a tunic or tunica, Mississippi? 1 of 5,000. Is that what that says? Like I said, I was saying it earlier. I hope I'm not wrong. That'd be awkward, right? We've gone too far now for me to go back. Yeah, 1 of 5,000. My eyes are starting to get bad, which is why they're giving me a CAT scan before my kidney surgery. They're going to make sure that magically my cancer didn't end up in my brain, which if it did, that would explain a lot, right? But no, it's just a precaution. It's probably just I have bad vision in general. But we're going to double check just to make sure. So don't be freaking out, right? But if something happens like that, I got plans, and it will be hilarious plans, and we will all have a fun time until I am here. So don't worry about it. But I don't think it's going to happen. So anyway, oh, love that Danhausen. Look at that. Look at that. I got like a pile of figures right here because I'm doing a big show tonight. But we always start with Danhausen because if you put Danhausen's name on your video, it is guaranteed to get views. You know that? It's true. Because people don't mess with Danhausen. You don't want to do that. It's wrong. It's inappropriate. And it's just going to go poorly for you. So anyway, he's got curse pointing hands. And he's got, woo hands, right? Yeah. And he has his jar of teeth. Lovely. Couple of heads. Everybody likes good head. I know I make that joke all the time. And he has this Danhausen cape. I wonder if that's it's a little different than that cape up there, which is cool. But yeah, it's still cool. That other one has the underarm straps, I noticed. This one doesn't. Probably because no one's supposed to take this out of the package, and I'm a horrible toy collector, and I don't care. Because I do toy photography, which is just code for, hey, I play with action figures, but take pictures of it to justify it. That's exactly what that's for. Don't let any other toy photographer say different. I mean, oh, God, no. Oh no. Oh, God, no. Look at it in a moment, I'm going to cry. Or something. Or it's not going to pause, which is even better. We're doing it live, pal. All right. Well. Oh. So there we go. Which my other Danhausen, he does the same thing. When I put him in the Last Action Hero car that I have, I always do that to him. I break him in half like that. But so there's one of the heads. Oh yeah, he's not very pleased in that. There we go. There we go. That's another one. He's like, oh! He saw himself get ripped apart. And then he's just kind of shocked that he's ripped in half here. Had the whole bishop thing going on, right? That happened to him in Aliens, right? Yeah. So it threw his center. Aliens. Danhausen. What else could you friggin' need, huh? Well, first off, we need to put Danhausen back together. So, easy snap. We're going good. He looks very intense. Very very nice, very evil.
I've got his so I've got his autograph on there. I got his autograph from the custom figure that I did a review of, and then it was on the packaging for that. I've kept that because it's like a little card type of thing. And then where'd his hands go? I just had him, and I can't pause to look for him, right? So this is going to be an even more awkward video than normal. Like, you guys don't have any clue how weird this is going to get. Actually, I have a plan. Hold on. Let's make it weirder. Hold on. Okay, we're trying again. My camera decided to go stupid, and I still haven't found those Danhausen hands, so that's sad. Very sad, very evil, depressing, whatever. I got 2 extra Danhausen heads here. Whoa, what are you doing? Okay. That's weird. Okay, so 2 extra Danhausen heads here, and so might end up making a Danhausen in a suit or something like that at another time. I don't know. Anyway, great figure of Danhausen. And you know who's a good friend of Danhausen? CM Punk. They're buddies. They're pals. They're friends. But I don't think they're lovers. So, they're both married men. And, I mean, you know, some people feel that the institution of marriage there is sacred. And you know what? It's their business, right? So if they don't want to touch each other, even though we pay upwards of $10 to see that, it doesn't necessarily mean it needs to happen. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's that. I found his hands. This is so weird because I got to go up higher now because the camera's up here. I flipped it around because I was having so much trouble. So if you see me do weird stuff, it's because I'm used to the camera being on this side rather than up here. So apologies for that. But hey, it's whatever. So he does have hands to hold stuff, and he has fists. So we'll do the hands to hold stuff because you never know with toy photography what the heck is going to happen. Yeah, I may switch this too. I've got that other one upstairs that he's got the tank top, and I like, you know, instead of the t-shirt. There we go. Oh, shoot. There we go. All right, there he is. And standard articulation. There is his cake. There's some Danhausen cake if you're in for some of that. And yeah, so there you go. There's that CM Punk. He only came with 2 hands, no accessories other than the shirt, which is kind of awkward, right? It's a little weird. Usually the Elites have more stuff than that, but you know, it's whatever. It's Punk. Like, you're going to buy it whether there's accessories or not if you're a Punk fan. And that's what happened. But anyway. And well, we know which of these action figures is going in a jar and getting I mean, what? It's Danhausen, obviously. Miss Rhea. A very lovely lady. Alright. Now, there we go. And she also has holding hands versus fists, so we'll swap over to the holding hands. So she can hold my hand, baby. She kind of makes me think of the what was the girl, the woman Kryptonian in friggin' Superman 2. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. Like, my friends are yelling it at me right now. It's like, you idiot, it's this. You know Superman, why don't you remember this? What's wrong? Oop, wrong hand. Oh, well. There we go. That's the correct hand. There we go. Yeah, like I said, sorry, I'm just trying to get used to this because the buttons were just, like, getting stuck. And it's not like I don't keep, you know, my phone clean. It was just not wanting to respond. My phone's about done. So, probably part of it. There is her cake. Cool vest. And that noise was awful, and I would like to apologize to Rhea Ripley for it, and her husband, who could, you know, I mean, I think he could probably take me. I don't know, though. I mean, he probably would have a little bit of pause, because, like, I can't fight a cancer patient. That's just not right. And then I would just, like, friggin' kick him in the sack, right? Because I'm the cancer patient. I don't need to feel bad about anything, because worst case scenario, I may not have that long, and I'll die and go to hell for part of the sin anyway. So it's whatever. But, yeah. I'm sorry. Are those jokes not funny? I enjoy them. I'm sorry. So, anyway, there's that. Which one should we go for next? So, like I said, I got kind of a hodgepodge of weird stuff. So we're just going to go... let's talk about the Superman Festival coming up in Metropolis. I will be attending, possibly in cosplay as... I'll just let you see whenever it gets closer to time. I probably already said it on social media, but I don't remember if I said it on here. Like, I feel bad tearing that up. I love that picture. That's a great Superman picture there. Oh. But it is the life of a toy addict. Oh, there we go. At least I got the fancy card. Fancy. Yeah, I bought this the second I saw it because I have to put that one up there with Lonnie too, or buy him. I have to figure out how to do that. His urn's filled up. Well, it's filled up. It's on top. It's filled up. I mean, yeah, his urn's filled with ashes, but oh yeah. Okay, that's all. Well, hey, what if I fill up his ashes? Then it'd be even more awkward, right? Then I might have to fill something else up. Look at that beautiful bass that I know you're all about. Remember that song from that lady, and then it just like she vanished, didn't she? Did she get like abducted by butt stuff? Maybe like the Moonanites got her or something. I don't know. I hadn't seen them in a while. Hadn't seen her in a while. I'm just trying to make 2 and 2 make 4, guys. All right. I'm not trying to make lemonade. Okay. So we could do the arms for the flight, or flight, or butt slapping, or whatever. But we won't. Yeah, so there we are. Wired cape again, very good. Very nice. Look at that. Look at that head there. Yeah. I didn't really show off Rhea too much. I was getting all distracted by cancer talk. There's her face too. She's got a real good likeness. But yeah. Superman Festival. I will be there with my friend Rusty and his company. He does 3D printing. He has the rights to a lot of this stuff too, or this stuff to sell too, from what I understand. So it's not he paid for the extra subscription for some of it. So he's got some stuff that most of those 3D printer people that you run into at the thrift stuff and sales and whatnot don't have, because they all got that free stuff, right? Like everybody's got a billion of the free dragons, but not everybody's got a Stormbreaker. So there's that. Goodness. So we opened Superman. We look at the super cake. Yeah, we did. Look at that. Man of Steel indeed. And you know who'd like a piece of that action? That's right. This came in way too late for the other. It came available for me at a very cheap price. Way too late to be in my other show. So we'll go ahead and open this one, because I don't think I'm going to have another Star Trek show like that one. All right. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be real weird. I'm going to have to like splice all my videos together because my phone keeps messing up. Anyway, it might be time for a new phone. But then again, I have to have a new washer upstairs. It quit. I'm getting ready to go out for my FMLA. And that's not going to pay but 60% while I'm gone. Not to mention that's 60% that still has to take insurance and all that out too. And yeah. So here he is. He is a beautiful piece of the action, Kirk. I will probably get the Spock down the road. Of course, here's what you all came for. A little of the Shat ass. A little of that Shatner ass. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Aren't you happy that you watched this episode? Freaking know you are. And this is also felt. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I like that. That's pretty rad. And then he came with his standard issue bullshit right there. Okay. Let's go to another cartoon character. You're like, what cartoon characters? What are you on? Oh, God, Kirk fell. Yeah, he's embarrassed. All right, yeah, I got this for nothing. I've been wanting one. And every time I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm not going to buy it when it was at GameStop. And now GameStop's out of business in town, so that's my fault. If only I would have bought the Scrooge McDuck when they originally had it. But no, I had to be stubborn. I had to ruin the economy. Horrible. Shameful. Okay. So we get Scrooge's cane in there so he can pogo, right? He's got some money. Because that makes the Duckburg go round, baby. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good looking duck. And there's your duck ass. Very nice. A lot of fun. Enjoyable. Not a lot of articulation. So we got about like that. He's got some some elbows up here going on. He does have a rotation there. But yeah, didn't think the legs were going to move for a second. But that, whatever. It's not like Scrooge is known for his ninja friggin' skills or nothing. Speaking of people known for ninja skills, though, I have the awful segues. I have the Reaction Shipwreck Tiger Force, which, they need to make a freaking Tiger Force of him in Classified, because I'll never own the real version. There we go. There is no poly this time. The other one came with a poly. He just has his grappling hook, which is very pretty. We all like to grapple. When you were a kid, did you think there would be more chances that you were going to be using a grappling hook in your life? Like, oh, I better know how to do this, just in case, right? That wasn't just me? It was just me. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. I'm just going to tape this to him so I don't freaking lose it. Look, that looks like ass. Yeah, well, you know what? It does. So I'm not going to do it. But let's see if I can get him to hold that correctly. Gotta squint. Without ripping that thing in half. Jesus. Yeah, whatever. Okay, he can just hold it like that. There you go. Hey! Anyway, of course, he doesn't have much articulation besides the normal reaction figure stuff. And here comes the big fella for the episode. The last figure of the episode. Thanks, sweet baby Jesus. Probably. Oh, yeah, there's a Shipwreck's file if you missed out. So there you go. I should probably read that. I've never read it before. So I need to do that. But what I also need to do is Donkey Kong's cousin here. Thriller Gorilla's cousin too, apparently. Gorilla. He was not in the band The Gorillas. Yeah, I have to take a picture of this with my Thriller crew. Gorilla from last episode. Okay, so go ahead and cut that there. So you saw the file. Holy shit! Okay. I had like a 15% off coupon on this, and I was like, oh, it's still a little high, but it's a coupon for, 15%. That's a big freaking figure. I did not expect me to have a giant freaking monkey. Ape, whatever. Holy crap. Well, let's get this thing open, I suppose. Unbox that. Just look at those accessories. Holy goodness, he's got a lot. Let's see. Pop it out. Okay. Alright, well, let's go through them, shall we? Because we all know I'm not keeping the box. So. He's got open hands there, so I'll have to make sure I save one set of monkey hands that can hold stuff. He's not a monkey, Reno. Yes, I know. Okay, hold on. Alrighty. Well, I might have to cut that again. There we go. Okay. Boy, my southern twang really popped out on that one. So, as you can see, he has plenty of bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. And, so that's good. We want to keep our boy, keep that potassium high. Because potassium helps you against radiation. Anyway, there is a machine gun with some vines on it. Very nice. Nice little knife. Yes, it's a knife. There we go. Combat knife. Okay. So he's got a fist. I'll get my accessory bag here so you can hear me drop them in each individual monkey fist. Okay, so we got a fist. We got another fist. Okay. That one I will keep out because I think that one can hold a gun. The next one as well. Yeah, so I'll probably have him with those. He has regular holding hands as well that aren't for guns. Goodness. Whoa, there it goes. Nope, I don't want my booby in the picture. You want to see my booby? I film these naked, you know. Absolutely a nude. I'm just letting it all hang out. Okay, and that's more like a smaller gun rather than, so I guess this, okay, yeah, so the other one's the bazooka. Ah, good grief. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to put this thing together. Hold on. I can't do the hands. They were just in there too tight, and I'm a lot weaker than I was. Anyway, let's go ahead and put these nanners in here. I did get the head on, but see, I didn't get it on, you know what I'm saying? So, that's disappointing too. That's what Super 7's good at, making toys that you can't take apart with have the 500,000 pieces that you'll pay way too much for. I don't know. I just don't think we need... I know I did say earlier, oh, you didn't get any accessories with any of that WWE stuff, but you know what? You really don't need like 50 heads. You just... One or canoes, you know, maybe a set of hands. I don't know. Maybe not even that. Just a second. I gotta get that nanner fixed. Okay. Oopsie. I had it in backwards. We don't want no backwards nanas up in here. No, sir. Okay. So there's that. So there he is with nanners. Of course, he had the nice guy head, and then you saw the angry head that just flew off. Comes with the sunglasses and a helmet, which I suppose if you want to be trendy, you could even, if you don't want to put the sunglasses on your figure and worry about them falling off or having to glue them on, you could always glue them on the helmet. So that's a thought. There his knife that, like I said, I can't take the hands off. So anyway, whatever. We got this. Fires a nanner or a coconut. Coconuts. All right. Well, that's this episode. You know what? I can't recommend that monkey. It's cool and all, but I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, get it, and then you get stuff like me. Like, I've lost a lot of my strength in the last few months, but I should. That's not really an excuse for them to put them on that where you have to boil the figure, because it's not just a issue of my strength. This hole is actually, it's too small for that. It really is. And it just, yeah. Anyway, whatever. So, we're just going to do the fun part that you're all here for anyway. We're going to throw these action figures against the door to Castle Grayskull. See if any of these fellas or ladies gets in. Yeah, that way Skeletor can say they're the bestest action figure ever made. Ever. History ever. But first, oh. Okay, and, oh, no. Okay, let's get some mommy up in here. Mammy, whatever. I don't know. I'm not into calling chicks that. That's weird. Oh. Shipwreck didn't do good, did he? I said, did he? All right, we got Superman. Yeah. 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 All right. Anyway, yeah, go to the Superman Festival. See me. Punk? Nope. Most of a gorilla? Oh, goodness. That was savage. All right. Well, anyway, there's only one figure left here besides Danhausen. And that's Scroogehausen. So, nope. Okay. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't know what happened. Like, the camera has completely messed up. I will probably need a new phone. Like I said, I also need a new washer. So, if you guys want, I will be selling foot pictures on the interwebs. Here's some preview. As you notice, I do have web toes. That's why they cost so much. And yes, I do need to trim my toenails. But if you're interested, I was saying, if you are interested in foot pictures, you just let me know. Anyway, well, that's this episode. And gosh, it was weird. And I mean, it's if you didn't like it, what are we doing? The new rule. even if it's something that you've done in your own life, you just blame my cancer, okay? It is your scapegoat. I want you to use it. Be like, oh, man. Woke up late. I couldn't sleep last night, boss. Oh, well, why couldn't you? Oh, Reno McDallas says cancer. Oh, really? Oh, shit. Oh, well, yeah, okay, man. Hey, well, you hang in there. And then you get out of it. And that's what I want for you. So anyway, be good to yourselves. And remember, free the figs.